Hey, what's up YouTube? Comic Freak for Life here, and today I'm going to be doing a video about the new ban list and what effect I think it will have on the meta and what I will be doing in accordance with the new ban list, because it is October 1st as of right now. While I'm making this video, it's like 3:20 in the morning on the Pacific West Coast. So the ban list, the main things: Rota to 3. Gloat Bulb is back, so is Regeki. There's a couple other things, but I'll get to them as I talk about them. For me, honestly, Regeki is not as amazing. Like, people stopped running Dark Hole a long time ago in most decks. Like, it's non-existent. So Regeki is like the same thing. Like, it's non-existent. Or people will try to run it. People that think it's good will try to run it, and I mean, they'll probably still run it thinking it's good, but people that actually understand how this game works will probably say that Regeki is just as the same as Dark Hole, that you don't really need to run it. Because now in this meta, with Satella Knights and Burning Abyss and Shaddolls, what are you going to Regeki? A Winda and like a Winda and any other Shaddol, like, they're going to get their effects. Winda's not going to die. Regeki. So they're like, everything's floaters. Like, all the Burning Abyss stuff, Dante is going to get his effects. All the other Burning Abyss guys are going to get their effect. Satella Knights, you kill a Deneb, okay, they already added searched. That's 1 or 2 cards. Honestly, there's not really anything to Regeki unless you're playing against a non-tier 1 deck. And if you're playing against a non-tier 1 deck, you'll probably win without Regeki if you're playing one of these decks. So honestly, Regeki is not anything that's going to change anything. Glow Bulb, on the other hand, I am going to be testing it out in my Shaddol deck. I was going to sell this deck originally, but I decided to keep it because it's just too difficult to try to get rid of whole decks. And I feel like when the next set comes out with the Earth Fusion and the Fire Fusion, that is going to be, people are going to realize that it's still really good and it's still going to be the best deck. Burning Abyss, I've been seeing a lot of Burning Abyss. Burning Abyss has been doing really well. I played at my OTS championship at Core TCG this past weekend. I did pretty well up until I lost to a ruling. And I'll get to that. I'll probably make another video today or tomorrow about that. I'll probably just talk about it in this video. We'll see. I didn't have Vanity's Emptiness because I wasn't sure if it was going to be hit or not, so I just decided not to buy them. It's really not that big of a deal. Not buying something, still having the money is probably better than buying it and then getting hit. Worst comes to worst. I'm going to pick some of those up. I still need 3 of them. I'm going to try to get them for like 20 bucks. If I can't get them for 20 bucks, then we'll see. But if anyone has them and they want to sell them to me for $20, let me know. I will buy them instantly with PayPal if you're selling them for 20. But anyway, Gloat Bulb. I was on Facebook the instant that Konami posted on their official Yu-Gi-Oh page that the ban list had been up. I skedaddled over there. No one uses that word anymore, skedaddle, but I decided to use it. And I was like, started going down the list, saw Gloat Bulb at 1. I'm like, oh snap, Gloat Bulb at 1. I'm like, what? Gloat Bulb at 1? But put it aside. Oh snap, Gloat Bulb's at 1. I'm gonna go over to eBay, type in Gloat Bulb. There's still like a bunch of listings for like $10, $13 because this was the instant they put it up. I clicked on the first, the buy it now, price with shipping lowest. This listing has ended. Oh snap! Let's go to the next one. This listing hasn't. The third listing was not ended, and Gloat Bulb was like $11 plus $2 shipping. So I ordered it and I got it in the mail on Monday. So I have my Ultra Gloat Bulb for $13, not bad. So I'm going to try it out. Worst comes to worst, I get rid of it for 20. I honestly don't know how good it will do in Shaddolls. Definitely be an option to run when the Earth and Fire Fusion come out. So that's with that. So yeah, I was going to talk about the cards coming off the ban list. But honestly, I really kind of want to talk more about the deck I'm running and why I'm going to change it. So I'm running the deck. I'm going to make a deck list. I'm going to post the video for this deck, my updated deck list, when I get the stuff I need. maybe next week. We'll see. I'm able to go to Frankenstein's this weekend. Um, but for that OTS championship, I did not have Vanity's Emptiness. I ran Breakthrough Skills and a Compulse instead. But honestly, if you're running Shadalls, you should really only run the 3 Shadow Games and the 3 Vanity's Emptiness if you're going to run traps. And then Compulse and Solemn Warning are good options. They would be reasonable, arguable to put in. But other than that, I don't think you should have any other traps because the Shadalls are really about poking down your opponent and killing them with monsters. And if you're setting back row, especially non-chainable or non-necessary back row, it's really not helping you towards your cause. So yeah, the changes took out 2 Super Poly, so I still have that 1 in here. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Like I said, when the new set comes out, that El Shadal fusion is going to be insane because like attack with everything and then El Shadal fusion into more fusions and then like keep killing them. It's just like Super Poly. Not as good as Super Poly, obviously, but it's still really good. So people are going to be running 2 fusion, 2 El Shadal fusion, and 2 regular Shadal fusion. And then taking out the Breakthrough Skills, I was running Breakthrough Skills instead of the Vanity's Emptiness, and put in those Vanity's Emptiness, obviously. So that's what I'm going to change for the deck. I put in a Glow Bulb and a Caius to replace the... It's really hard with this webcam. It's to center it. See the Glow Bulb and the Caius. Caius is a really good card, honestly. So worst comes to worst for Global, what I'm seeing is you can send it with Mathematician, say you don't have any more Shadalls or nothing that you would want. You can always send Global and mill that card. And then you can use it to tribute for either a Shadal Beast that's in your hand or a Caius, which is not half bad. You can always synchro with it. It does counteract with Winda, but honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but not able to get Winda as much out as I'd like to, probably because I didn't draw the fusion, because I didn't have Emptiness, because a lot of other people had Emptiness. But anyway, so that's what I'm changing with this deck. The extra deck seems pretty much the same. Once again, you guys won't know the hell I'm running because I haven't done deck profile, but you'll be able to get the deck profile as soon as I put it up. I'm running 2 Castels. Someone commented when I was trying to sell my deck, like, who the hell runs 2 Castels? Hoban ran 2 Castels, and I can see why. Castell, you definitely need to. Honestly, like he said, there is no situation I can think of that I would rather have Honor Arc than this. So if you're running 1 Honor Arc and 1 of these, I would upgrade it to 2 of these. So obviously the 2 Winda, 2 Construct. I run Volcasaurus, Abyss Dweller, and the 2 Castels, and then Start a Spark, Scrap, Black Rose, Arcanite Magician, Goyo, and Armades. Armades is a really good card in the mirror match and against everything else that activates like that. Side deck was still like rushed. I'm going to change it. In the match I lost at the OTS against Base Lolly, he was running Burning Abyss. I had 0 losses, 1 tie when I played him, and I didn't have Vanities. He did. That was his... what he had above me. He was playing Burning Abyss, like I said. Sided 3 Maxi. I really didn't draw that well game 1, and he out-resourced me. And then game 2, I opened up double Maxi, double Shadal Beast, and a Book of Moon, and I lost because obviously that hand is horrible. It's atrocious. But anyway, side 2 Puppet Plants. This card, Billy, not so. What do I think? I always think of Billy Break when I think of Hoban. Main Puppet Plants. This card, I don't know if I would main it, maybe when the fusion comes out, but this card is really good. It takes a warrior or a spellcaster monster. You can take it and use it. Literally every of the main decks uses it. Shadal fusions are all spellcaster, except for Construct, which is a fairy. Burning Abyss, Dante is a warrior. And maybe some of the other Xyz they might go into. Oh, the Downward Magician. Basically, I went into that. I guess they run that card. And Pallades is also a warrior. So those cards you can take with Puppet Plant. And then Satella Knights are all warriors. So Puppet Plant is actually like ridiculously good. I've realized I cited those in like every single round, unless they were playing. There's one round they were playing Yang Zings, which is really just a floater deck, so I didn't decide anything against that. 2 Flying Sea. It's a decent side deck card for Burning Abyss and Satella Knights. So that's that. I sided another Caius because honestly this card is good against Shaddolls and Burning Abyss. Then 3 MSTs, Mind Control, and 3 Rivalry. Honestly, I didn't side Rivalry at all, so I'll probably flip those for something else. So we'll just see. So that's how my deck changed, or what I'm going to change for the deck due to the ban list. Like I said, people are like, Shaddolls are going to not be the best now, and just because Super Poly went to 1. And honestly, Super Poly was really good, but with El Shaddol Fusion coming out, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So I still think Shaddol is going to be the best deck. Burning Abyss a close second because the popularity of that deck has risen so much. You just see that deck everywhere. I mean, it's a good deck. I was not able to get Winda out when I played against it. Otherwise, I would have definitely done a lot better. And the Vanities. Vanities of This is just amazing. So those 2 factors are what made me not be able to not do as well, in addition to losing to the judge being, as I would like to say, incompetent. I feel like that's a strong word, but that's kind of what it was. And I'll get into that in another video. I don't want to like bash this person because they're still a normal person. I understand that they were put there because of core TCG, because that's who they had. But anyway, so that's my take on this. Burning Abyss still really good. Shaddolls I think are going to be insane with the new set. We don't know the Burning Abyss tuner effect, or I don't know any of this stuff. I'm not paying attention to this. These YouTubers will post like videos of all these new effects and stuff that's like 2 sets in advance or in a set in advance. I'm like, all right, I guess, but honestly, we'll see. But I think with the Shaddol, the Fire Fusion and the Earth Fusion, like negating special summon monster effects and negating special summon, or like negating and destroying special summons, or destroying it, I don't know exactly the wording. That's like insane, especially with Bulb and Mathematician going into those. It's like stupid. Like these cards are going to be insane. Like you don't understand the OCG. Like Shaddolls were like hit for a reason because these cards are insane. Like another reason why Vanities is insanely good, because Vanity stops these cards from even being summoned. But Satella Knights are decent, but honestly they get beat by these decks. Another thing I want to mention, I'll talk about it in this deck profile, but the White Dragon and the Black Dragon, I was originally running 2 and 1, and I've put it to 3 and 2. These cards in Shaddolls are amazing. I cannot stress it. I hadn't played this deck. I got home from my trip like 2 Thursdays ago, finished the deck Wednesday when I went to Frankensons, and played it on Saturday. It was the first time I played this deck, and I had just changed it. These are just ridiculous. They search for each other. They're floaters, and they poke in for 1700 and 1800. They can go into Exceeds. They're free cards that do 1700 and 1800 damage. That's 1/4 of your opponent's life points. The point of them is to pressure your opponent, put them on a clock. When I played against the Satella Knights first round, I 2-0'd them because you go like White Dragon and Black Dragon, and you just put them to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 life points, where they have to soul charge in order to stay alive, and that just puts them at 1,000 or 2,000, and they just lose next turn because they just can't. Like even if you get one monster attack in, like you win. Sorry, this is just that good. So if you're playing Shaddolls, I honestly say you should run these cards, the Black and White Dragons. They're just ridiculously good in this deck. Plants, I really like that deck. Joe Girlando posted 2 videos with combos. I wish we could go back to plant format. That was my favorite format, in my opinion. And but the only reason with Winda and these other new Shaddol monsters coming out, I don't think it will do as well as we hope or I would like, but that's just how the game is going. Um, so yeah, recap again. Shaddolls, I think, are going to be the best because of the new fusions and El Shaddol fusion they're getting. You can always put that Glow Bulb in there. Burning Abyss second because that deck is really good, actually. It only loses to Winda and these new fusions, honestly. For now, I could definitely see it being running over Shaddolls. Satellite Knight's third, I guess. And I can't think. There's other road decks, but honestly, they don't compare to these decks. Plants, I'd like to see them good, but with Winda and these other things, I honestly don't see it winning. It might do well. And that's really all I can think of that would change. Those decks are still going to be the three best decks. So that's it for my what's going to happen after this ban list / what I did for this ban list. Going to post another video with this updated deck profile and talk about all my decisions and stuff and what I think about this deck. And then post a video about that OTS championship tournament and what happened. And then another thing, we have a locals my friend started, and it's called Team Battlegrounds. I made a YouTube channel. I haven't posted any videos, but my first video on that channel, our channel, will be this deck profile. So I'll post it on my channel and their channel, do an exclusive thing. So stay tuned for that, and I'll let you guys know. So that's, once again, thanks a lot for checking me out. If you like this video, please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the description below. Give me your opinions. I love listening to other people's opinions. And thanks a lot. This is Comic Free for Life. Keep it real. Signing out.